So one of the things I wanted you to talk a little bit about is, again, you've been a pioneer in the industry. You've been doing it a long time. You've brought us together now 4th straight years as thought leaders in the industry to talk about the evolution of location. And we were talking recently about the fact that you don't want this event to be a single point in time where we get together. You want some of what we're sharing and contributing and communicating and developing to be shared and communicated on a more ongoing basis. And so I know you wanted to talk about an exciting new initiative called Point Think Tank, which you're launching here today. So let's hear a little bit more about that.
Yeah. So I do want to emphasize that we have been keeping it on for 4 years, even through recessions when it was tough to organize an event like this. But the idea is to create a continuity. So just like these kind of events, you have to keep them up during your ups and downs of the business. Now we are looking at, so we do this event and then we come out with some of these challenges and questions and ideas. But how do we create a continuum of dialogue between the industry, different parts of industry as an ecosystem? We clearly, have dialogue with our customers on a regular basis, and then we have dialogue with some application content providers. But creating an environment where all of us can participate into this dialogue on a continuous basis, that's the thought behind the Point Think Tank. It builds on, social networking is becoming almost part of our consumer day-to-day life. It's also becoming part of our enterprise life in many cases where we are starting to use, LinkedIn and other stuff, part of our day-to-day life. But how do we take that concept and apply it to the location industry? So that's the idea behind Point Think Tank, is really create a social network for us as an industry where you can blog in with latest thinking you have. People can bring out issues, and others with the relevant expertise can then try to answer those issues, or if that means getting more people together to address those issues, we can do that. Opportunities are coming up all over the globe, but how do we know what is happening where? As I said, India and China are one example. Brazil is another example. In Brazil now there is a law that every automobile has to have GPS. It has nothing to do with navigation, by the way. It's because there are so many new vehicles get stolen there. So how do people become aware of all the things which are happening in this industry, create a forum where people can share ideas, people can share opportunities, people can share challenges. And we have a 4-minute, 5-minute video on that which explains the basic concept. But really, we are trying to enable a continuum of this summit throughout the year. And our hope is that more and more of people in this room and companies participate into this Point Think Tank forum and start contributing. Because the success or failure of this is really dependent on us as a community coming out with the ideas and really making it part of our day-to-day life.
That's a great idea. It sounds really exciting. Do we want to show that video for a minute?
Yes,
yeah.
Please.
That's great.
This is the community website. I like everybody to join it.
And what's sort of, so there's that, and then sort of what's the, sort of once we walk out of the room this evening, what's the call to action? Join this group and.
All right, so the call to action is that we as a community, as industry, need to work together. There are lots of opportunities and there are lots of challenges, and let's share more to make it a better industry for us and better life for consumers.
That's great. Well,
by the way, there are going to be T-shirts available also.
Always good to have giveaways.
Just as an incentive to join the website. So,
all right. Well, thank you. That's really exciting. I look forward to contributing myself. I'm sure many in this room do as well.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for being here. Okay.